How many browser tabs do you have open right now? Be honest. How many screenshots are sitting in your camera roll, forgotten, just taking up space? We've all been there. You listen to an incredible podcast or read a life-changing book and you feel inspired. But then Monday rolls around. The emails pile up, the Slack notifications start dinging, and by Wednesday, you've forgotten 90% of what you learned. It feels like a personal failure, doesn't it? But here is the truth I want to start with today. This is not a failure of your character. It is a failure of your system. Welcome to The Last Read. Today, we are summarizing Building a Second Brain by Tiago Forte. And we aren't just talking about cleaning up your desktop. We are talking about installing a new operating system for your life. To understand why this is urgent, you have to look at the invisible force we're up against: information overload. Studies suggest we process the equivalent of 174 newspapers every single day, about 34 gigabytes of data. Our biological brains were never designed for this. We are suffering from digital dementia, that low-level anxiety where we are drowning in information but starving for wisdom. The core philosophy of this book is summarized in one powerful sentence. Your brain is for having ideas, not for holding them. Tiago Forte discovered this out of necessity. He wasn't a tech guru. He was a Peace Corps volunteer dealing with a debilitating, mysterious illness. He had to organize thousands of medical records just to survive. He realized that by offloading his memory to a digital system, he gained clarity. He calls this system a second brain. So how do we build it? Forte introduces a four-step framework called C.O.D.E: capture, organize, distill, and express. It starts with capture. The biggest mistake people make is trying to swallow the internet whole. They become digital hoarders. Instead, Tiago says you must be a curator. Don't capture what you think you should know. Capture what resonates. Look for the quote that gives you goosebumps or the idea that surprises you. If it doesn't spark a physical reaction, let it go. Once you've captured these gems, you have to organize them, and this is where most of us fail. We've been taught to organize like a library, by subject, history, math, science. But Tiago argues we should organize like a chef. In a professional kitchen, the salt isn't stored with the flour just because they are both white powders. The salt is by the stove, because that's where it's used. This is the PARA method: projects, areas, resources, and archives. You organize your files based on actionability. If you have a deadline, it's a project. If it's something you maintain forever, like finances, it's an area. By organizing for action, you ensure that when you sit down to work, you aren't searching, you're cooking. The third step is distill. Imagine you save a long article. Your future self is busy and lazy. They won't read it again. You need to strip the noise to find the signal. Tiago compares this to boiling maple sap into syrup. You boil 40 gallons of sap to get 1 gallon of syrup. Do the same with your notes. Highlight the best parts, then highlight the highlights, until you have a potent summary that gives you the essence in seconds. Finally, we reach the payoff: express. A second brain isn't a storage unit, it's a factory. The goal is to shift from being a consumer to a creator. Tiago encourages us to work in intermediate packets. Don't try to write a whole book at once. Write one paragraph, create one diagram. These are like Lego bricks. When you start a big project, you aren't facing a blank page. You're just assembling the Legos you've already created. When you live this way, something profound happens. You stop spinning plates in your mind. You know your system has caught everything, every task, every idea, so your biological brain is free to be present. You can actually listen to your family at dinner because you aren't mentally replaying your to-do list. So, walk away with this image. Your biological brain is the factory. It's the machine that thinks and creates. Your second brain is the supply chain. It delivers the raw materials exactly when you need them. Stop trying to hold the world in your head. Trust the system. Your brain is the factory. Your notes are the supply chain. Now, go build something.